Thank you all for being here.
Only for you, Governor. Only for you.
If you go into my office at the Attorney General's office, the first thing you will see is a huge picture of my daughter Audrey when she was just 4 years old. I'm holding her in one arm and she's beaming a big, radiant smile. And I have that picture there because that is a daily reminder of why I go to work. I want every child to have the opportunity to hope, to smile, to dream, and to achieve. And that is why I am running to be your next governor, so every kid in this state can have that opportunity. Well, today is also a tremendous homecoming for my lovely wife, Cecilia, and me. This is Cecilia, my wife of 31 years. Houston is where we came right after I graduated from law school. This was our first home as 20-somethings, as young professionals. And I can tell you, we spent countless hours going up and down Kirby Lane and probably spent thousands of dollars at Good Company barbecue, Good Company hamburgers, Good Company seafood, and had a tremendous time. And of course, Houston is not only where I began my legal career, it's also where I was first elected to office as a state district judge of the 129th State District Court right here in Harris County. So Houston holds a special place in my heart as the place where all of this began. And by the way, if your phone rings, feel free to get it remembering, I'm the parent of a teenager. I'm accustomed to talking when people are not listening. But also, Houston has a unique place in my life history because it was 29 years ago yesterday that my life changed. It was July the 14th on a hot, muggy, cloudy day just like this that I went out for a jog. And while I was out jogging, that huge oak tree fell on me, crashed down in my back, fracturing my vertebrae, leaving me immediately paralyzed, and I was never able to walk again. You know, if you want to see the true meaning of love, you have to look no further than my wife, because she stood by my side through the toughest period in our lives. And when you think back in your mind to wedding vows, you know, it's so easy to recite those words, for better, for worse, in sickness and in health. But it is awe-inspiring to see someone live up to and embrace those vows. Thank you, Cecilia, for doing just that. Well, piecing my life back together quite literally began with piecing my back together. I was in Herman Hospital for a long time and then at TIRR, the Institute for Rehabilitation and Research, and I thank the great men and women in the medical field who pieced my life back together. But it began with piecing my vertebrae back together. And doctors at Herman Hospital put 2 steel rods in my back that will remain in there the rest of my life. And you know, when you think about it, you often hear politicians talk about having a spine of steel. I actually have a steel spine, and I will put that to work for you and all Texans and your families. But after my accident, as I went on to become a judge, Supreme Court justice, and now Attorney General, I realized that our lives don't have to be defined by how we're challenged. Instead, we get to define our lives by how we respond to the adversity we face. And that's the exact same principle that millions of Texans apply every single day. Single parents trying to earn a paycheck to raise their kids. You have small business owners trying to navigate the maze of regulations and taxes. And you have seniors just trying to find a way to make ends meet. Well, we all share a common bond. And that common bond is that we all face challenges, but we always find ways to rise above that adversity. Texans may get knocked down, but we always get right back up. And we always take on the tough fights. And that's exactly what I've been doing for you as your Attorney General. So when the Ten Commandments Monument on the Texas Capitol grounds came under attack, I defended them all the way to the United States Supreme Court, and we won, and that monument still stands on Texas Capitol ground today. And when the Second Amendment came under assault, I led a coalition of states all the way to the United States Supreme Court to protect firearm freedom, and we won, preserving your Second Amendment rights. And when Obama started imposing his overreaching federal laws on Texas, I have filed 27 lawsuits against the Obama administration protecting your individual liberties. I didn't invent that phrase, "Don't mess with Texas," but I've applied it more than anybody else. I've also been fighting other fights. I've also been fighting to combat human trafficking right here in Harris County, Texas. I put away child predators right here in Harris County, Texas, keeping our streets safer for our kids. I've helped children and families by collecting more than $25 billion in child support. I've defended the most vulnerable in Texas, unborn children. I've even fought against the World Court. The World Court tried to stop us from imposing the ultimate penalty on an illegal immigrant who came to Houston, Texas, and brutally raped and murdered 2 teenage girls. We took that to the Supreme Court, and we won, ensuring that justice was done. And in court, I kept the phrase, "One nation, under God," in our Pledge of Allegiance. When it comes to fighting for our freedom and for your future, I will never stop fighting. And that is why I'm asking the people of the state of Texas to elect me as their next governor so I can continue my fight for the people of Texas. As your governor, I'm going to be fighting for hardworking middle-class Texans. I believe that together we can make the Texas economy even stronger. And we can do that by leveling the playing field and getting government out of the business of picking between winners and losers, and by reducing taxes on employers. We can keep the Texas economy #1 in the nation by reducing the amount of debt the state has and by reducing the amount that it can incur later on. Look, there's a reality, and that is every single person in Houston and Texas has to go home every night and balance their budget. The state of Texas must do the same. And I am going to do what the federal government has failed to do. I am going to protect our border. Something is wrong in a state when we stop a valedictorian from mentioning God in his graduation speech, but we cannot stop the drug cartels from piercing our border, causing danger and harm to people in Houston, Texas, and around the state. As your governor, I will protect our border. I will assemble the tools we need to stop illegal immigration and dangerous drug cartels, and I will enforce the rule of law. And together, we can and we must improve our education system. We already have a 21st century economy. Now we need a 21st century education system to match it. We have way too many bureaucrats, but not enough teachers. Too many teachers being forced to teach to the test, and not enough graduates prepared to reach for their best. Together we can do these things. Together we can make a brighter future for everyone in the state of Texas. We can ensure a Texas where all children will have the opportunity to smile, to hope, to dream, and to achieve. So join with me in this fight. Join with me as we fight for the future of Texas. Join with me as we stake a claim for the next generation. And join with me as we fight for the ideals and principles of the greatest people to ever inhabit this earth, the people of Texas. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. God bless you all, and God bless Texas.